Hi folks, I'm out today and I got out of work and it's Friday, so I'm going to just do a quick overnight and do a little bit of exploring. I'm going to do a canoe hammock camp and we're just going to do some exploring. I'm on, there's this group of some islands near me, and most of them are small islands, and the last one's quite large, and I've always wanted to explore it. It's not posted property, and it doesn't have any vegetation on it other than trees, so I know that I wouldn't be trampling on something that I'm going to damage. So I think we'll be all set to explore it out and try to get a view of the other islands and take a few pictures and just see what's what with it. So come with me as this adventure unfolds, and we'll see what's happening. We're just going to spend the night in the hammock and have some good time. Alright, so I got the canoe all loaded. I've probably got enough gear for a couple days actually, but I brought enough just in case, extra clothes and my boots in case I get wet. Not going unprepared, but I do have a lot of gear with me for just an overnight. So there's the canoe and some gear, and we got part of the river coming in, and we'll be going down through that way. And right there in front of me is a lot of fiddleheads just coming up through. I'm not a big fiddlehead person, so they're alright, but they're not really my fancy for eating. So, but this is the bank for the island. And as you can see, we're not going to be trampling on anything that's really endangered, so we're just going to take a look around. So I'm at the top, the plateau of the island. You can see my canoe down there, and this is the plateau up here. It's actually quite large, larger than I thought. So we're going to take a look around. So down there's the river where I climbed last year when I did the bearded clam. I did a video not for him, and that was the river down there, and I climbed. It's hard to see up through we're up quite high up on the bank, but it's the same section of river. Still walking along the top of the plateau of the island. We're gonna just walk around it and see what's what. Now, that's a pretty good piece of chaga right there. Up high, but good piece. So it's a heck of an island. It's quite large. I think it's probably big power owned, just because there's a sign on it about the hydro dam, and excellent island. Really up high, nice view. A lot of chaga too. Give you a view down there. It's the river and another island. It's a group of 9 islands, but this is the largest one. Alright, the mosquitoes are eating me up here, so I'm gonna get going. So this is a little bit more of the island before I get in the canoe. It's on top of the plateau. It's an absolutely beautiful spot for. Alright, so we're headed back to the canoe. Enough exploring of this island. We might come back sometime. Not quite sure. I have a lot of other things on my plans this year, so, but this is excellent little spot, even if you're just going to have lunch or something like that. Alright, we're headed to the canoe. Alright, so we're at home for the night. There's our sign-in box and a little bit of view of our site. And I actually did that not a VR for the bearded clam here. I had lunch once. I've stayed here before. This is a good spot. And we're just giving a look around. On the way in, I actually saw a bald eagle right coming out of the site. So, and I noticed there's a big feather on the site sign-in box as well. So it looks like somebody else had saw it too at some point. So we're gonna get our gear out and try to find a place to situate our hammock for the night. We're looking for trees that are spaced well enough for us. So, alright, we got a little bit of work to do and I'll be right back. Alright, so we got our hammock set up. We're set up in storm mode. It's supposed to rain a little bit later on tonight. So, we got our tarp really low. Our sleep system's in place. I used those two trees. I thought that would be the best. And there's my picnic table. There's a small fireplace, a fire pit. Now they say you can use it, but they want you to keep them down low or not use them at all. So I haven't decided yet. And I'm still deciding whether or not to put up another tarp. Just in case it rains, I have a place to go underneath so I can keep my hammock tarp down low. So, haven't decided yet. I think we're going to get something to eat. It's around 3 o'clock, so. Alright folks, be back in a bit. Alright, so I got my hammock set up right there. And because they're calling for some rain tonight, I put my hammock in like a stormproof mode here, and I actually set up my cook tarp under that picnic table that was provided. So I got the cook tarp set up, and I'm using a canoe paddle as a center support. There's not a real lot of space, so I got a lot of tie outs on my tarp, but not a lot of places to tie out unless I want to run cords all over the place, so I have it just secured with probably like 6 or 8 guy outs, and then a external ridge line with it, just enough for tonight. I think we'll be all set. The fireplace is right there. It's not a real big site, so I don't know if I'm gonna have a fire because my tarp's pretty damn close to the fire thing, but I have additional lighting anyway. So alright folks, so I'm gonna get a snack here and then I'll be back a little later on. Alright, so we're getting the stove fired up and we're gonna cook some hot dogs on it. I just use this block of wood to hold my stove up, and I laid my Purcell across the 180, which is kind of nice because it allows it stuff to stay off the side till I'm ready to cook. And it's really dry, so I'm not going to have a fire. I know they just lifted the ban in our state, but I don't know if they have a ban right now in this state. So, because I'm actually across the river, so we're going to just use the stove and not have an open fire and play it safe, because it's still really dry. Stuff's starting to green up, but I don't want to cause any fires or have any fire warden down here, so we're going to play it safe. So I'm going to get this stove going. I thought I had it started, but it went out on me because I'm videoing, so we'll get it going and get some supper rolling. Well, it's about 6 now. I had my supper, and I'm making a cup of tea. Gonna have a little snack, and we're just chillaxing right now. So, very lovely night, and quiet. Can't ask for any more. So we're gonna have this cup of tea. Just hang out until dark. Enjoy the sunset. And that's about it. So I'll be back later on, folks. Got up, good night's sleep in the hammock. I went to bed probably around 8:30, 9 o'clock, and it's 8 o'clock now. I just got out of the hammock. It was raining, so I'm not in a big rush, and just making some coffee now, and we're going to break camp, and then we're going to get going. So I don't know how much more filming I'm going to do, so I just want to say thanks for everybody for watching and coming along on this short adventure. I don't know how much how much will be in the video or not. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the trail. Alright, so we're all picked up. They just have a paddle and a bag to load. Leaving it as the way we found it. And I guess this will be probably the official sign off. And we're gonna walk down to the canoe. And you folks can see the water went down a little bit. The dam is probably released less water or something, or the lower dam is probably released more. I'm not sure. But there's the canoe. And we're headed downstream. So this is the official sign off, and I'll probably have a little bit of video footage of downstream, but it will probably be done on the GoPro without me speaking. So alright folks, thanks for watching.